I found my interest in astrophysics and in space since I'm coming from a music background. And what connected me with this topic was Brian Greene and his interconnection
Hmm.
between universe and art and all of this. And what really fascinated me with you is your connection with music and with art as well. I would love to hear your breakdown in terms of what does it mean for you, this connection between this knowledge and the essence of who we are in the universe, and how art and music and everything else is sort of a direct representation of who we are, I guess.
Yeah, I I like to think that scientists and artists are far less different than they are made out to be.
Mhm.
We may have different tools. We may have different approaches to our work. Uh, Scientists use a lot of mathematics and logic and rationality and empiricism and all these philosophical tools to approach our investigation of this mysterious universe that we find ourselves in. But artists, musicians, dancers, they're also exploring this mysterious universe that we find ourselves in. They may be focusing on different aspects. I'm trying to go out and measure cosmic voids, and maybe a dancer or musician is trying to explore some aspect of the human condition, but that's still an exploration. We are all humans. We have arrived into consciousness somehow in a universe that is complex and mysterious that we are trying to understand. I see us all as co-explorers, of co-curiosity seekers on this journey. And so I don't see science and art as at odds. I see them as complementary, where when I see a piece of art and it strikes me and it makes me contemplate or I appreciate the beauty, that is an exploration of our world. When I see a dance, my wife is a modern dance choreographer, and her job is exploring the universe around us and expressing that exploration through human movement. Like, and so when you see a dance performance, you are also exploring the universe around us. And so I try to work with artists as much as possible, especially when it comes to science communication, because there is so much to share and there is so much that we have in common.
True, that's very true. Like, what is art for you? Like, how would you explain it and describe it from the perspective of, the large scale and essence of the universe? Like, because, it's very natural, obviously, to us, but I often think, like, from an objective point of view, this is still a way for us to represent ourselves and to connect to who we are. But it's, the more time it passes, the more of a phenomenon I think it is, you know. So yeah, I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on that.
The universe is mysterious and the universe is complex
Mhm.
and interesting. And it is difficult to share a lot of scientific research output with the public. I do believe that scientists have an obligation to share their work with the public, mostly because the public are the ones who are paying for scientific research. Almost all scientific research, fundamental scientific research in most countries is publicly funded. And so I believe that the public, they're the ones who paid for it. They deserve to know what they're getting, what they paid for, and they get to decide if they get their money's worth. And I do believe that there is a sort of social contract between scientists and the public, and we do owe it to them. Communicating science is very challenging. I do not believe in dumbing down. I believe that the people I'm speaking with are smart and intelligent and capable and curious. Their minds are probably filled with other things like their day-to-day job, their lives, trying to survive in the world. Honestly, most of my waking hours are spent just trying to navigate the world and then applying my knowledge to my day job. If I had a different day job, I would be spending most of my time thinking about that. So of course, I don't assume that people are going to be thinking about cosmology or the Big Bang. And so I believe it's my job as a science communicator and a science educator to get people to think about it and to speak about it in a way that resonates with them, in a way that they can appreciate. The facts don't necessarily matter. Well, let me qualify that statement. I'm not, the facts do matter, but the particular details and the nuances, that's not my primary goal when I'm communicating science. My primary goal is to get someone to appreciate and understand and like science so that they start thinking about it more, they start reading about it more, and they start understanding it more. Then the facts can come and all the nuances. But I just want people to resonate with science. I want people to connect with science because I do believe that science is an incredibly powerful tool set for exploring the universe. We have learned a lot through the methods of science, and I want to share that method and the joy of discovery, and I'm willing to do it any way I can.